Today I'm joined by a special guest and longtime friend, Will Kersting. He's a transfer student from the University of Kentucky, who's now a junior at the University of Cincinnati, where he's currently studying environmental science. We actually met in a volleyball course at UK a few years ago, and we've been close ever since. In this episode, we talk about what it's been like for him to grow into his identity as a college student, navigating friendships, belonging, and what it really means to choose who you want to be.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here. Kayla's introduction basically has been my story for the past year and a half now, maybe a little year, little little less than a year.
Is there anything else you want to add to it?
Not really. I mean, there's definitely something transferring colleges, but sometimes you have to do it, especially when all your friends graduate, when you still have 2.5 years left. So there's not much you can do there, but sometimes you gotta think about, well, if all your friends are graduating, it might be time to go somewhere else.
Well, I guess that's true. Sometimes if you don't have, I guess, family left, so to speak, at your home school, then sometimes it's time for a change of scenery. Obviously, I met you when we were in college, but if I met you senior year of high school versus like meeting you now, like what would feel different? Like, is there anything?
If you met me in high school senior year, is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing would really change. I mean, granted, my like actions were different in college, but like I was still really nice to people, and I was still charismatic and everything. Like people would say I probably didn't change from high school to college, and I really didn't.
Okay. And then you used to be in a frat at UK. Obviously, when I first met you, you were in a frat, and you're not in a frat anymore. I guess what did being in a fraternity represent to you at the time?
Well, so originally, it kind of just gave me like a friend, like instant friends, which is like, oh, it's like the way I saw it is, and I think a lot of college freshmen see it this way, is like you have to join a frat instantly because all your other friends are joining your frat. And Kentucky being such a big business school, I think like 23% of their population is in Greek life, and then over 50% of their population is probably business majors if you looked at the math. But a lot of these business majors just look at like, um, oh, everyone's joining a frat. I gotta join a frat to make friends. And I'll tell you one thing: fraternity life is one of the stupidest things I've ever been through. Like, and I know you're not like supposed to talk about it. I'm not gonna say anything bad on here, but like some of the things we did were just the stupidest things. And it's like yes, it brings you closer together because you're doing stupid things together. But you don't need to join a frat to make friends.
Okay. So is that like advice that I guess you would give to like people coming in like as an incoming freshman that's like not necessary?
Yes. I will say some people really love frat life because it is like free drinking and stuff, and it's easy to get like drunk through it. But I will recommend give yourself the first semester to settle down. Don't instantly go into rush. Then like spring semester, if you still want to rush, like go rush and have fun. Because some people do have fun, and it is fun sometimes. But most of the times, like the brothers are just being stupid and dumb, and half the time like this is the same for Greek and or not for Greek, but for like sorority and fraternity life. It's like, are you really friends? Or are you just there for all the drama? Like,
Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of how I thought. Like when I first joined college, like I didn't join a frat, but that's because I went to the military school. So obviously, like that wasn't really an option. But when I transferred, I didn't join a frat just because, like, I don't know. But for me, I always felt like it was like paying for friends, like almost. Because don't you have to pay like a lot of money to be in the frat, or like, am I crazy?
no, you do have to pay.
Okay.
Thankfully, fraternities dues, if you're not living on house, aren't bad. They're 600 a semester.
Okay, that's not too bad.
But I will say, if you are thinking about joining a frat, try like put yourself out there, put everything on the table, and try to get one of the best frats. It's the only way to go. Like I had a low end frat, and it was just not worth the drama or the trouble of trying to get people to participate in some of our like um, boosting activities.
And then when you say like low end frat, I guess like
We were just small.
just
we
small.
had
Okay.
25 people, probably my sophomore year, which was like we had a big age gap going in freshman year, so we did not have any juniors. We had 2 juniors, which is terrible, and I think like 4 sophomores. But thankfully, we had a class of like 8 freshmen, so it kind of made it bigger. But to be a good frat and to be known on campus, you have to be medium sized, so above 70 people in the
Oh
fraternity.
my gosh, that's a lot. I think
Yeah.
that like a small frat group would be like easier to get along with just because there's small numbers.
So
but
it's like,
I guess not.
It's like you'd go out to these parties, or like we'd host parties, and people like girls in sororities would be like, "We don't even know who you are. Like, who are you?"
Okay.
And it's like, "Oh, we're SIGEP." And it's crazy though too, because we are nationally ranked the #1 Greek life
Yeah.
for like alumni members.
Oh, okay.
We also have one of the richest alumni too.
Yeah, you guys still had a small group.
Yeah. Well, one of our like fraternity like alums donated like a $20,000 banner
Oh my gosh.
that he wanted an auction. He
That's
didn't have to
actually
donate
insane.
$20,000, but
That's actually insane. I guess like what made you realize that version of college wasn't for you? Like what like hit you besides like all the stupid stuff? Like what was that one thing that like turned it for you?
well, it wasn't really like anything hit me. It was just like all the timing, like stuff was changing. Like, so I was fine freshman year, I wasn't terrible, and then like sophomore year came around, and I lived in like the house with freshman boys, and we didn't really throw, not freshman boys, like fraternity brothers. We didn't throw any parties in our house, maybe like one or two, but we just like living with them. It was like, these are some of the stupidest people I've ever met. Like, they don't do their dishes, they don't like take care of themselves, they don't come out of their room, and it's like, are these even humans? Like, and this is for everybody out there who might be interested in that frat boy. Don't do it, because he is just trying to have sex with you. Let's be so real. Like, this is not even funny.
Yeah, because honestly, when I first met you, I didn't know that you were in a frat at the time. And then you told us that you like had a frat party so you couldn't like hang out or something. And we all like looked at you and we're like, you're not a frat guy. You're like, yeah, I am. We're like, no.
Yeah,
No, we don't believe you, actually.
I was definitely one of like the nicer frat guys. Like, I don't know. Frat guys also piss me off because I really, like, looking back on it, should not have joined a frat. But I also didn't, like, Kentucky's one of those schools where it's massive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, compared to UC right now, UC I can walk across campus and I'll see 25, 30 people I know. Mm-hmm. I won't say hi to all of them, but I'll like be like, oh, you're in my class, you were in my class, you were in my class. At UK, I would just walk across campus and it'd be like, who are you? 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 Like, I would maybe see one person in like a week I knew on campus unless they were in my class.
That's actually insane.
So Kentucky felt massive to me, and I felt like one person in this massive school. So that's why I kind of felt like I did have to join a fraternity, because it was like hard making new friends and new people there.
No, that makes sense. I feel like also walking around campus, it was hard because I came from the military school and we couldn't have like headphones or anything. And we had to greet everybody that we walked past, whether we knew them or not. So like it was so weird going to UK and nobody would speak. Like everyone's just on their headphones. Like even if you did know the person, sometimes it'd be hard to get their attention to even say hi. And then like I feel like since I didn't go to like a smaller like normal school like UC or something like that, like I was kind of happy that I didn't know like too many people, just because like that's kind of what I wanted when I originally went to school. Was like I didn't want to know, like I did not want to see everyone I grew up with like 20 steps down the line. But I guess another question that I have for you is that like, has transferring and stepping away from that environment changed how you see yourself? Like, obviously, you never saw yourself really as a frat guy anyway, or like the stereotypical frat guy. But like, has it changed like how you see yourself in like other ways, like academically or?
I think I just like, it does realize that it has made me realize that I'm very academic. Like, I need to have good academics. Like, I don't know how to put it. Like, I guess I'm prone to having good academics. Like, I must have good grades, and I'm very like grade motivated. I will say I think I got out of the life fast enough where it's like, I'm glad I didn't go down that road. Like, I think I was at the point of like, oh, I'm choosing a fork in the road. I'm choosing either frat life or like myself. So I will say, stepping away from that life, I feel more back to my normal self, my nicer, more charismatic self. And that's what I really like pride myself on, is like, no matter who you are, I will treat you nicely. Yeah. Unless you do something like absolutely like terrible, I will treat you nicely.
Okay. So it felt like, I guess, you were being more yourself. Like a piece of you was like kind of hidden, I guess, while you were at frat life. Is that
Yeah,
kind of what it is?
and it was like, so I was raised to always just be like accepted of everybody.
Mhm.
And it's just like you have some of these frat brothers who would like drop racial slurs or homophobic slurs, and it's like I wouldn't say any of that, but it's just like I didn't say anything against it either. Like,
Mhm.
and that, I guess, like that kind of took a piece of me away, because like nowadays I do feel like I would say up and be like, why are we saying this? Like,
Yeah.
this doesn't look good on us.
Yeah, like you kind of felt like guilty by association, even if you didn't like fully like
Yeah.
believe what they were saying. I got you. Was there a point in college like when it stopped feeling exciting and it just started feeling real, or is it still like exciting for you now? Because I'm like, you're a junior, it could still be exciting. I don't know.
I don't know. So college was exciting first semester, and then I think after first semester, once I kind of realized that I can't just spend my whole entire like week drinking and like I actually have to lock in and stuff, I think that's when it started getting real. But so I guess the excitement is sometimes still there, but I'm just finding stuff outside of college to do. Because once you're a junior, it's kind of weird where it's like you're getting to the point you do have to start choosing your real world, and it's like you don't get to be neglectful and like go out all night like freshman year like you would, or like drink whenever you want. So it is a little bit harder, but it's also like with your clubs, if you've been in clubs, you're either like you're not getting the nuance of the club, or you're getting to the point where they're going to start asking you to be like a leader or like a chair member on the club, and so it's like it is becoming more real.
Okay, well, like speaking of clubs, what clubs did you do when you were in college?
So my clubs, mainly they were because of you. I didn't do many clubs, and I wanted to do more clubs. I should have done more clubs, but the timing never worked out.
No, literally, they're always at the
and that's
craziest
how it always
times.
works in college, is the timing will never work out no matter what. Like you'll always have something conflicting the other club that you really want to go to.
Yeah, I think we had table tennis and we had pickleball club, and they were like either at the same time at the same day. Like it was
Thankfully,
wild.
those two clubs were like, I think they were like 30 minutes apart.
Yeah.
But they would be like, they're in the same location, so you don't have to go anywhere. But it would be a lot to go to like table pickleball and then go to ping pong. But then it's like Kayla didn't get out of class till 5:30, so it's like, oh, but we can just drive to ping pong together, and it's so much easier.
Yeah.
Because living off campus makes it hard to go to clubs.
No, it definitely does, especially like when there's really bad parking at at your college or university. I think the main reason why we would like skip pickleball most of the time and go to table tennis, because it was later and then you could park for free like after like 7:30 or something. So like we literally would refuse to go just so we didn't have to pay for parking. I mean, parking's only like what, a few dollars like an hour, but like when you add that up every week on top of everything else that you have to buy, like groceries or gas, food, like it was just a lot of extra money that was unnecessary.
Yeah, and the other thing, it's like the way we had to park was also like, I know it's it's sad to say, but it was like half a mile away.
Yeah, I feel
Maybe a
like if you
quarter.
guess go to UK and you're currently there right now, like you understand what we're talking about. Like you
know,
get
it was that library lot outside of was it the 90? Yeah.
Yeah, it was outside the 90.
I was like, I know it's a 90, but I was
Like,
called
wait.
the 92. I don't know why. But
God.
so now, when I first started at UC last semester, I kind of wanted to do every club, but every club was on Monday for some reason. So right now I'm just in the pickleball club. I know of like the Crochet Cats club, where it's like people just go and crochet.
Notice how he went from cat to cat, wild cat to bear cat. I mean, I think he's just a cat, guys.
Yeah, we love all cats. Adopt, don't shop. But so they're on Thursdays, but sometimes I'm just exhausted after work and I don't want to go.
No, I feel that. It's hard balancing like your social life, academics, and like work all in like one.
Yeah.
But
I want to be a business major so bad. Where's my communication coloring pages on work?
Guys, okay, I was a business major and I don't know what he's talking about, because everyone always says that we have it easy. We did not have it easy. Like we
had it so easy. What are we talking about?
We did not.
Your hardest class was calculus. Okay, but so you went to West Point, so it probably was different.
Yeah.
But you go to like UK's business school with a 97% acceptance rate, you know you're about to meet some dumbasses. Like those people about to be so stupid.
You know, some people were dumb, but you know, once you get to your master's classes, I feel like everybody's more on the same level. Like that was like the first time, like when I did my master's classes, where I didn't have to do like all the work. Like we all actually like did our stuff together, and I was like, wait, so this is like how school is supposed to be working this whole time? Like everyone has their own section to do, and you just do your portion and then like put it together. Yeah, that was kind of actually surreal. Like I was like, man, like this is crazy. People actually work together.
I had a person this semester, and this is like back to like being good with groups, especially if you're underclassmen. Do your fucking work. But so he was a graduate student, and we had this easy project. Each person in your group had to like present 10 to 15 minutes on one part of the topic. Mine was like reusable energy as like water, so hydro reusable energy. This man did not come prepared. He did not know how to use his speaker notes. He talked for 30 minutes.
That's crazy.
I ended up having 5 minutes left to give my presentation. So I had it was like an 11-minute presentation that I had to drop down to 5 minutes, and I zoomed through it. I made it through, thankfully. But we didn't have time for questions, and I barely had time to present my slides. And my professor tried to give us a 75 because of this man's mistakes. And I went up to him and I was like, bruh, no. Because this man, he didn't show up to our meetings. He didn't tell us what he was doing. And I think he like put his slides onto our slides at like 2 a.m. And I'm like, I'm zonked at that point. I'm not looking at your slides at 2 a.m.
Oh yeah, by the way, he's an early bird, so he goes to bed at like very early.
I go to bed at a normal time, guys. It's 9:30. I wake up at 8 for my 9 a.m. class. Like, I'm a normal person. Kayla's just not normal.
No, I'm built different, guys. I'm a night owl for life. But I guess you talked about pickleball club. What did you have any highlights of pickleball club this year? Like, you guys did any tournaments? Because I know we did tournaments in table tennis club.
We haven't done, so we don't have a professional pickleball team yet. We're working on it. So fingers crossed senior semester. But I low-key might have to go back for my like master's to some of these schools for like a pickleball scholarship because it's becoming a D1 sports, guys.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
It's becoming a D1 sport?
California's trying to make it a D1 sport, and some are these other schools, and I'm like, shit, I still have eligibility. I haven't used my 4 years yet in the NCAA. I want my NIL deals.
Okay. Everybody, make sure we watch Will and support him when he gets his master's.
But so we don't really do much. We literally just go play, and some of these people are really booty cheeks. But I will say the highlight is I get to play against this old like pro.
Okay.
Who is still sponsored by Selkirk technically.
Wait, that's kind of dope. Not gonna lie. That's like. What do you mean by like? What is it? The Celtech?
Selkirk is a
Selkirk.
brand. Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that brand. I remember what's the one that we have. I feel like we have.
The one I had was like Head.
Oh yeah, that's it. I think it's Head. Because I was like, it sounds familiar, but I was like, that's also not the one that we have.
But so Selkirk paddles are more used by pros now, and they have a paddle that's $333. Mm-hmm. I don't want that one because it's too poppy, but the one I want's like $200. That's
expensive.
Selkirk, sponsor me. I know you're not gonna hear this, but sponsor me, please.
Hey, they might. We're gonna get big one day. One day, don't you worry. But what's been the highlight of your semester so far? Like, I guess it could be academic, or it could be like, I don't know, social life, whatever you want.
Low-key, technically, I'm gonna go start a semester going to Disney for the first time.
Slay.
Nothing really has like met up to that standard yet.
Yeah, shout out Disney.
I will say though, my department has had a lot of like community building events.
Mm-hmm.
So like every Friday we'll do like a coffee hour with like donuts basically, which is really nice. And then there has been a lot of like guest speakers coming to talk.
Okay, well the big question is A, the guest speakers, but B, where did you get the donuts? Like, where are the donuts from?
So they usually get them from Graders, which
Graders has donuts.
Yeah, they have some good donuts.
Wait, I did not know that.
But other than that, I don't remember the other place, but it's like a chain place, and it's
Dunkin'.
No, it's like a bakery.
Oh, I don't know.
There's one in Oakley near the Taste of Belgium. That's what I was looking for. Whoever
lives by us, and please comment what this donut shop is. But okay. How about your trip to Disney? Why don't we talk about that since that was your highlight?
It was fun. I mean, Disney World, wherever we went, Disney World, yeah. Disney World, because I always forget which one is which. But so Disney World is a lot of fun. It wasn't terrible walking, actually.
Except for he felt like he needed to train.
I mean, we were taking like 20,000 steps a day.
Yeah.
Which 3,000 more and we would have been near a half marathon. I will say probably a new pair of shoes would be recommended for that trip. Like, get a new pair of shoes, wear them for a week, and then you should be comfy.
Meanwhile, I was walking in my flip-flops the entire time. So I think we're just built different, like I said. All right, what was your favorite park out of the four?
Out of the four,
if you tell me the wrong answer, because I was like, I know your answer.
I think it was, which one had the Tron ride? Was that Epcot?
No, that was Magic Kingdom, but you definitely said that you liked Epcot better.
So I like Epcot. I do want to go during a food festival, though.
There's one right now until the 23rd of February.
I'm dead.
It's called Farts.
Tron was my favorite ride. Epcot was better because of the food. I do wish they made it, and like all the cool stuff they had about from other countries. I wish they made it a little more like foodie based, though.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people say that the real food, like the really good food, is at Animal Kingdom. And I'm not gonna lie, their food at Animal Kingdom is pretty good. Like the Yak and Yeti, delicious. But what was your least favorite ride? Did you have a least favorite?
Not really. I also really love the one about through like Epcot's history and the research they're doing. I know it's kind of funny, but I think I would love an internship there as an environmentalist.
I told you could literally get one. They're like out right now. You gotta sign up.
But other than that, yeah, I don't think I had a least favorite ride.
You have a least favorite park? Are you sure you don't have a least favorite ride? Because I feel like you like the Tower of Terror like scarred you.
Okay, the Tower of Terror was not like. Oh, I just hate the feeling of like my whole body going into 0G and then like catch. It kind of hurt a little bit when like you would land, like when the chair would stop and you'd like go.
I feel like you just need more cushion on that butt. Then.
I'm dead. But
them squats aren't helping.
They're not. But so I guess like probably one of the Toy Story rides. Like,
okay.
That would be my least favorite park. Hollywood. Is what it's called. Yeah.
Hollywood. Yeah.
It wasn't terrible, but it's just definitely a little more, like, youthy.
Which is insane, because I think Hollywood has, like, the biggest rides. But, maybe I'm crazy. What? You didn't ride it, because we chose the Tower of Terror over the Rock and Roller Coaster.
I was forced on the Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
Let's make that clear.
He had a choice between that and the Rock and Roller Coaster, which now he's never going to be able to ride because that ride is closed for Muppets now, and they're making it into Muppets, which is sad, but it's okay.
Which, can we talk about them bringing the Muppets back? Can we just let the Muppets die, please? Like, we don't need them.
That's crazy. I'm just saying I was not really a Muppets fan before. Sorry for all those Muppet fans out there. But when they brought it back with the guest star Sabrina Carpenter, I said, you know what? I was today years old when I became a Muppets fan. And my sister and I have watched it at least twice while I've been back home for this week.
Isn't it a series?
No, it's just a 30-minute special episode.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought they were making it a series.
No, but my sister and I, she keeps going, play the one where her phone's broken. Play the song where her phone's broken. Obviously, it's Man-Child. But yeah, she loves that song. I love it. She's a mini-me.
Yeah, we know. But so, it's not like been a terrible semester. There just hasn't been much excitement.
Yeah, because I'm not there, obviously. I'm all the excitement.
Yeah. It's also, that's the other thing about, so commuting's nice. Like, my mom, she'll fold my laundry, like, without, I won't ask her to, but she'll just randomly, like, be it folded.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also hard because it's, like, making friends, like, finding people to hang out with and everything. And,
yeah.
Like, driving to, like, the club, it's like, oh, I only live 30 minutes away from campus, which isn't terrible, but, like, driving to a club for an hour, like, is it worth it?
Are you, I guess...
I forgot I left the cap off my water bottle.
You know what? The question is yes, he is clumsy. But I guess, are you liking the commuting life better than, like, being on campus? Because I know you lived, like, semi on campus, essentially.
I will say, I like living far enough off campus where I can justify a parking pass.
Okay.
Because now, I literally park, and my building is across the street. The first building.
That's so nice.
So instead of having, like, a 45-minute walk in the morning, I park, I get out of my car, I walk down the street, and I walk into my classroom.
That's nice. See, for me, I never paid for parking at UK, like, with the parking pass, like, officially, because all of the parking lots were, like, super far, so, like, you'd have to walk anyway, like you said. So I would do the thing where I just pay, like, a couple dollars, like, a week, and then I would switch off with my mom. So, like, my mom would pay for a week, and then I'd pay for a week, and it made it a lot better. Like, I don't know if in the end that was smart, like, financially, but it was smart for me to not be late to class. So in the end, I'll take it. Whatever damage that did to my bank account, it was worth it.
Well, that's like, and they also only had the K-lot parking,
Mhm.
which was the same distance from me to like from my house to the university.
Exactly.
And it's like it's not worth me paying $500 for that.
And for those of you who don't know who a K-lot is the one like for Kroger Field, like the football fields. Is it? Yeah, it's still called Kroger Field. For Kroger Field parking. Excuse me. I'm sorry. All right, let's see. So we talked a little bit about Disney, talked a little bit transferring schools and everything, highlights of your semester, frat life. What about, we talked about a little bit about like entertainment. What movies have you seen recently? Also, sorry, we're catching up because I've been in Florida for like, how long have I been in Florida for? Oh, 2 months. I've been there for 2 months since I came home last. So we have to catch up a little bit.
I think it was called The Running Man.
What was that about?
It was about, so it had Glenn Powell in it, which...
Of course, he's a hottie.
Exactly.
Hottie.
I'll take Twister Glenn Powell any day. But it was kind of like Hunger Games.
Oh.
But so it's like you get selected as this person.
Yeah.
And you have a target on your back.
Okay.
And they have social media, so they post it, and you have 24 hours to get a head start.
Uh-huh.
You get to go anywhere in the world, and then you're hunted.
Oh.
By this group of 5 mafia people. The problem is you have to submit a tape every day of where you are, like 10 minutes of anything, but like about your day.
Yeah.
And then you also you don't have to do anything, but you have to survive.
Yeah.
So, but like, say you're walking down the street, I can take a photo of you and I can post it and be like, look, I just caught Kayla Coleman walking on this street. Come get her. And so, like, they like basically hunt him.
That's actually, so is it a scary movie or is it just like action?
It's action packed. It's sometimes like a little gruesome, but not like a horror movie.
Okay. Well, on the other end, the most recent movie I've watched is Zootopia.
I need to see Zootopia too.
It is so good. So I've been home for what, like a week? I said I've been home for a week, and we watched it twice already. Twice already. I watched it with my sister, and then we watched it with my grandma and grandpa when they came over, and then we almost watched it again. Uh-huh. So I'm gonna tell you that Zootopia 2 is gas. Like,
did you see Shakira's kids are in it?
No, I didn't know her kids were in there.
They're like Judy Hopps' little brothers.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
But so now my Instagram is filled with like Shakira bringing her kids on stage with her.
Oh, I love that. Wait, speaking of bringing kids on stage, okay. Also, we talk about like we jump topic to topic, y'all. So follow along. Like, make sure you're listening really carefully.
Yeah, we really need to call this podcast Kayla's ADHD podcast.
I don't have ADHD, but everyone thinks so. So whatever. Anyways, I saw a I guess it was a reel on Instagram today. It was Jason Derulo singing with his kid, like, on stage, and it was like, oh, when your, like, nanny cancels, but you still have to go to work. I don't know. I thought that was super funny. But what TV series ouch. Oh my gosh, I just cracked my shoulder. What TV series are you into right now?
Bro, I be grinding, so I watch a lot of TV, like, but only like an episode a day, basically. Like,
man, that's good. I could never do just one episode. Like,
well,
I have to watch
it's usually
multiple.
like I get home at like 8. And I have like 2 hours before I need to shower and be in bed. So it's like...
Oh, because he has a bedtime. I forgot.
I do have a bedtime. But so sometimes I'll watch like 2 episodes. But these episodes I'm watching are 45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So, but I'm watching Emily in Paris.
Okay.
Which is so good. Which, when we're going to go to Paris one time.
Yes! Not Paris and Epcot. The actual Paris, guys.
I have a fear of flying, so somebody's got to come with me. Just to fly there, at least.
Okay, I got you.
I'm watching... High Intelligence.
Okay.
Which is like this person who has above like an astronomical IQ, and she like solves like detective cases.
Oh.
And I know that sounds like every other show on the network right now, but so I'm the type of person who can like spoil an ending for you. Like, I went to go see the new Jurassic Park, and I could tell you like instantly, like,
I still haven't seen that yet.
So many, like, the way that it was gonna end and everything by like halfway through the movie. But so this show surprisingly does a really good job at like bringing twists into the show that I'm not expecting.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like, there was this episode where like this guy was like being hunted and it looked like he was already murdered, but it was the FBI trying to fake his murder.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And then I'd be watching The Rookie too.
Okay, those are good episodes and shows. I feel like Yeah, we be on like different. I'm still trying to finish my kick on The Good Place. Those are like 20-minute episodes.
Okay, The Good Place wasn't terrible. It's just that like once you get past the part of like them knowing that they're actually in the bad place, like what are we watching this for anymore? Like they shouldn't have entered it.
I don't know. I think it's just so funny because like the one dude is obviously he's the demon, but he looks just like a human, and the other the girl, I forget her name, but she's the AI, Janice. She's the AI. It's just so funny. I think it's just so funny how the way they are acting and everything like that. And then my mom's trying to get me to watch The Man Inside.
Okay,
So
The Man
we started
on the
that.
Inside?
Yeah.
It's so sad. So I started watching it after my grandma died, or like kind of like during the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of a weird show, but it's also sad because this man goes in and like infiltrates nursing homes because he lost his wife to dementia.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, ooh, what is this like plot line? And I watched the first season and it wasn't terrible. It was kind of interesting, a little boring, but I'm like, this is just so sad. Like, who decided to make this a show?
I literally only watched, I think, one episode, and then my mom like showed me that one because it reminded her of, because he's the same guy that plays in The Good Place as the demon. So she showed me that one, and then what is the other one called? I can't remember, but that one's also on Apple TV. She just showed it to me yesterday. I watched 2 episodes of it. What in the world? It's like it's called Shrinking. It's the one where they're all like therapists and everything like that. But I only watched 2 episodes, so again, I can't really explain much about these until I get deeper into it. But yeah, what I guess the Olympics are going on right now. Also, when I post this, I don't think the Olympics will be going on, so this is gonna be like a flashback for y'all. So, what have you been keeping up with it or anything like that?
So I've been keeping up with it, but I've also been watching it. I'm like, as like someone who's a natural born athlete at literally everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this looks too easy. Like, can we talk about like the luge?
The toxic trait. Oh yeah, I could do that. I
know, that's probably my red flag. I can do anything. That's probably my red flag. But like the luge.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what like athleticism is in that. You're literally lying down on your back, going 70 miles per hour. Is this a sport or is it a roller coaster? Let's be real.
I saw a video that popped up. It was like the people who thought of the summer Olympics are like, oh, let's like run from this line to this line, and then it's like the people who like came up with the Winter Olympics are like, guys, let's make them go down this hill like at 70 miles an hour and make them do a flip. Like, it's so funny. But I don't know, I thought that was hilarious because like I guess it is like a lot more extreme. Like this is like the extreme sports. I like the skeleton. I think the skeleton looks fun.
But
where you're like running and it's like sledding like really fast.
But you're just going down head first. That's another roller coaster. And I get that you're going 80 miles per hour. That's scary. But
I saw someone hit the wall. I said, oh, maybe I shouldn't try that.
What athleticism do you need?
You need to be fit so you can go down the hill at a proper aerodynamic.
You need to be fit so you can fit in the scale.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was Team USA. I don't remember. But they were going down, what is that thing, the bobsled, like the one where you put like 4 people in. Yeah, but anyways, they missed the thing and only one person ended up going down, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. I was like, does that disqualify them? And they're like, no, it's just obviously you're not going to go down as fast because you just have like that one person. So but yeah, I think those are pretty cool. I wanted to watch ice skating because the ice skating is so cool. Oh wait, why don't we talk about your ice skating stories?
Which ones?
Both, all of them.
So what Kayla's referring to is when I was 8. So I've been on skates maybe 5 times in my whole life.
Proof that he can't do everything, guys.
The first time I went rollerblading, I fell and I slammed my ankle into this corner of like a floorboard, and I popped a little bone out of my ankle. Crazy. Thankfully, it stayed in the like body. It was in the body, but I broke my ankle. The like 5th time I went ice skating was recently. I fell on the ice and I twisted and like tried to catch myself to like play it off so I didn't look like a dumbass. I couldn't catch myself in time and I busted open my eyebrow. So like blood went everywhere, and it's like I walk off, like I stand up and I'm fine. And but it's like blood was just dripping down my face and everything. So anyways, I get off the ice and all these parents come over and I just have like blood dripping down my face and my shirt's all bloody. And it's like with my friends too, and it was really funny. But it's like I sit up and I'm like, what's happening? Like, what is there like? And then she's like, you're bleeding. And I'm like, what? I'm bleeding? Like, what do you mean? I just fell. I'm like, okay. And I didn't even realize I was bleeding. So then I take off my hoodie because, you know, it was ice skating and it's cold out. And I put it on my head and we have to drive to urgent care. Lo and behold, I end up with like 6 stitches.
Did you have a concussion?
No.
Oh,
maybe.
okay. Well,
I think I might have had a minor concussion. I'm not really good at like telling when I have concussions or not. But I've also hit my head so much as a kid, like.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
But,
broken now.
The funny story about that is my roommate, not my roommate, but my friend at the time, she had a dad who's a vet, so she's like worked for him before and she's taken out stitches. So
yeah,
instead of me going to like an urgent care to get my stitches removed, I just had her pull them out.
That's actually, I've never heard that part of the story. That's kind of crazy.
Well, because like the wound was completely healed, it's just that stitches had to be pulled out, so it wasn't terrible.
Well, you know what? Thank God you have friends like that, because I'd be like,
Kayla's trying to say she would not do it.
No, I wouldn't, because I'd be like, what if I like do it wrong and you like start bleeding again, or like if I do it wrong and now it's like infected? Like, I'm not trying to. No, I don't want to be liable for that. No,
they wouldn't give me the water soluble stitches.
Oh, that would have been nice. Then you wouldn't have to go back. But okay. All right. Enough with the catching up part. We're back to the serious part, guys. Back to the serious part of the conversation. All right. When you think about where you started versus where you are now, like what's a moment that quietly changed everything for you?
Ooh, that's a tough question. I think it was quietly. I think it was that I realized how many tests there are for you to fail trying to become a doctor.
Oh, okay.
Because if you think about it, you have your MCATs, which are to get into med school, and then you have all your med school tests that you have to pass to get in to become a doctor, to like pass everything. And I was not ready to be like, I just spent 6 years of my life and I failed this one test and now I can't become a doctor.
So what I think Will's saying is Will's original major was what at UK?
My original major was Kinesiology and Health Promotion on a pre-med track. And like building off of that like realization, I also met with a pre-professional advisor, and she told me, and we were even talking just about PA school, like physician's assistants school. She was like, oh yeah, most physician assistants work 2,000 to 4,000 hours before they apply for school. Oh and she told me it's equivalent of working a full-time job and being a full-time student.
Oh my gosh.
And I chose life. I chose living. Because nobody should be having to work 80 hours plus a week on school work just to do what they want.
Yeah, that's actually insane. Yeah, I would say that's a quiet change as well.
Like, well, my advisor also would just say, we need you to graduate you on time. You need to take 18 hours a semester. And I did that for the first 2 semesters of freshman year. I had a really good work ethic, like everything. I think it was so exciting that I was kind of like not paying attention to academics, and I was moving enough that like my brain chemistry was fine, and I like passed all my classes. But it was just still, once I hit sophomore year and everything changed.
It was kind of like burnout a little bit. Yeah, no. Sometimes. I'm still recovering from that. Still recovering. It's crazy. But yeah, so I feel like it's definitely like, I also originally wanted to be like biomed when I like first started, because that's what I was at school for vocationally in high school. Then I went to West Point, and then they didn't have that major, so I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, what else would I be good at? And I always thought like, oh, I like have good ideas. I've seen somebody else like to make them. And my mom's like, that's not a job. That's nothing. And I was like, wait,
so like I have the same thought process, because I'm like, I can come up with ideas of like how to like stop things, but I was just like, I need an engineer to like develop it for me.
Literally. And then I was like, wait a minute. I was like, business? They literally just hire the smart people to do the thing. So like that's how I became a business major. So yeah,
we just wasn't smart enough to get a job yet.
Guys, it was not at okay, so speaking of being on time, if I would have transferred back to biomed when I went to UK, then that would have added like, that would have made me feel like my first 2 years of college were for like nothing. So I was like, I'm just gonna keep going where I'm going. I'm happy. Like my mental is doing better at UK. So I was like, I think this is the way it's supposed to be. I guess I wasn't supposed to be in biomed after all. It was enjoyable, but not as enjoyable as what I'm doing now.
And that's the thing, is a lot of sciences are fun. It's just the way that they're taught are so stupid.
Or if you have to teach yourself, like at West Point, then it is even more stupid than what he just said.
Like chemistry, if you did so many more experiments in chemistry, it would be so much fun.
Oh yeah, chemistry.
But half of our experiments were like mixing a few things and there wouldn't be like an observable reaction. You just would have to trust that the chemical formula changed to this.
Yeah. No, we had some cool, I feel like we had some cool experiments, but like chemistry was not my strong suit. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. All right, well, we're ending our podcast pretty soon in just a couple minutes, so we're reaching the final whistle. And that is just a lightning round. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, time's ticking.
You know I don't like being under pressure.
I know. Also, he hates being under pressure. Like, the time...
You tell me there's a time limit.
The time actually, like, makes him anxious. Like we can't even play games with a timer.
No, I just freeze and I panic.
Oh, good thing. I was gonna bring my game for us to like start like this podcast today. Thank God I forgot there was a timer. I remember.
There was a timer?
There was a timer. All right. Favorite color?
Purple.
Okay. Early bird or night owl?
Early bird.
Favorite athlete?
Favorite athlete? Oh, that's a hard question. I'm not really into like watching athletes. I'll have to say Ben Johns, pickleball star right now.
Okay. Do you have a favorite female athlete or just a favorite male athlete?
Erin Jackson. She right now is one of the women Olympic speed skaters. She is, I think, 46 or 36, but she basically started 10 years ago.
Oh my gosh, that's kind of impressive. Not gonna lie.
It is, because like you think of like an Olympian, they've been training their whole lives. Nah, this girl came out, and I think she's won bronze so far and maybe a few gold medals, but she came out 10 years later, and I'm like, damn, you crazy.
No, that's actually pretty dope. I'll have to look her up later. All right, favorite music genre?
Country on road trips.
Is it just straight country or like, I like pop country?
It's straight country. I'm going to say old country because the new country coming out is absolutely terrible. At Post Malone, stop being a fucking country artist.
That's crazy.
Like, you don't belong.
You don't like the song I Had Some Help?
No,
I like that song.
That
features Morgan Wallen,
that's
too.
So pop country, though.
Yeah.
Like, if you listen to, like, George Strait or, like, older country, even, like, Keith Urban, he's old enough.
See, like we're on opposite spectrums. I'm like Dan and Shay. I'm Dan and Shay, like, full out. I love all of their songs.
Pop or, like, something upbeat that I can sing along to for the gym, though.
Okay.
Catch me singing Man Child.
Meanwhile, I'm, like, singing, like, Olivia Rodrigo at the gym. I'm like, you picture. I don't know. It's bad. Okay. Favorite movie genre?
I have to say action or, like, rom-com.
Okay.
I can't wait for Devil Wears Prada 2.
Oh, yeah, that is coming out soon. Okay, favorite artist?
What type?
It could, I don't know, what kind of art are you talking about? It could be a painter, a singer, musician.
I'm gonna have to say Charlie Harper.
Okay.
Natural born Cincinnati artist, but he like photographed or he, I guess, painted animals in like more of a cartoon way.
Oh, okay.
He's really cool.
That's super cool. See, I'm gonna have to look this up later too. Do you have a favorite female artist or just male artist?
Charlie Harper is like...
Charlie is a female? My bad.
No.
Oh, I was just saying, watch me have the gender wrong.
He's like one of the only artists that I like know. I like art, but it's like, it's the same thing with songs. I'll know songs, but I won't know who they're by.
Okay, that makes sense.
Actually, I do love the guy who put a banana on the wall. I forget who that is. Oh, and then Banksy. Banksy's, he's a man, but he's unknown. And he does some really cool street art. But
is that also in Cincinnati?
No, he's like New York, I want to say.
Oh, okay. All right. Who is your favorite actress?
Actress. I don't know actresses.
Or actor.
Actor. Oh, I'd have to say Glenn Powell and Twister.
Okay.
Actress though. Ooh. Who? I don't know actresses though. I know like so many faces and characters. I don't know.
How about name a character? I'll see if I can put an actress name on it.
Who plays the main character in Devil Wears Prada?
Anne Hathaway.
Yes, Anne Hathaway.
Oh my gosh. How does he not
know
that?
I forget everything.
Oh my gosh. All right. And to end it, we're going to end with our signature end question. If you could title this chapter, what would it be? Like, of your life?
Of my life?
Yeah.
The ups, the downs, and all the way around.
Oh, we like it.
Yeah.
It's kind of reminding me of my song titles. Ups and downs.
Ups and downs.
I'm dead. That's so funny.
Because I think that just defines college.
Okay, we'll do it right there. Start it right there again.
Yeah. College is just like a place you'll be where it's like one day will be amazing and the next day it'll be terrible.
Honestly, that's just life, because that's how I feel at work too.
No, but like with life, you have more of a steadiness.
Okay, yeah.
College, it's like the next day you could learn something about their so-called best friend or your roommate, and it's like,
Oh, yeah.
I hate you now. Like my roommate, okay, not to call him out, I won't say his name, but he would like say the N-word.
Oh.
But then he would talk about how his best friend back home was African American.
Oh.
And I'm like, I don't see the correlation, and I tried multiple times to convince him that he cannot say that, but he's like, it's okay, I have a pass. You never have the pass. Never, 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 never have a pass. Kind of a weird way to end the podcast. You got any extra questions to end the podcast?
I guess I'll end it with another question. How about like, okay, your one biggest piece of advice, like for anybody like in college or heading into college, like your biggest piece of advice aside from the whole frat advice, like general advice.
My biggest piece of advice is don't pick your dream college for your undergrad. And honestly, because like if you think about it, figure out how much $1 means to you an hour. Because like once I started working, I realized how much I'd started paying for stuff and how much stuff actually costs once you understand the value of $1. And then I realized out-of-state tuition at Kentucky was $4,000 every like payment, and we had to make 4 payments a month. Now it's $1,000 for me, and we have to make 3,000 payments a month total. So I pay.
Hold on, you said 3,000 payments a month.
Or three payments total a month for like $3,000, and it's like because I'm living off campus too, but it's like only $6,000 a semester for me basically.
In comparison to like the big.
In comparison to UK at $46,000 a semester.
Okay.
So I will say with undergrad, because so many people change their minors, look in-state. I know it's like you don't want to be at home or anything, but look in-state. Because there's a lot of places in your state that are colleges that you don't know about. And then save your dream school for your master's program.
Honestly, I agree, because I feel like in the future you're going to like need a master's anyway, because like not that having like a degree in general is like diluted, but like a lot of people are aiming, because that's how we all grew up in Gen Z. Like everyone's like, you need to go to college. So like a lot of people do have bachelor's degrees now. So I feel like something that could make you stand out is just taking that next step towards a master's degree. Obviously, you should be a lifelong learner anyway. So even if you don't want to like take the extra step and do like a formal education, like don't forget to keep learning, because like if you don't keep learning, then you're just gonna be stagnant.
That doesn't mean be a lifelong college student. Graduate. It's okay. Stop being scared. Stop going back for different degrees. You're fine.
You don't want to be like Chloe from Pitch Perfect, being there for 7 years intentionally failing Russian lit. Again, like I said, Pitch Perfect's my favorite movie, so if like I sound like a nerd, they don't. It's fine. But I totally agree. My parents told me my mom didn't want me to live at home, I guess, when I was in college, when I started, because she had to live at home because she was kind of forced to, because she had me. So she wanted me to explore and like make my own life. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll go really far. And I went all the way to New York. And then I was like, oh, I don't like this. So then I came back. I still didn't stay at home when I came back. I went to UK, which is like still like an hour and a half from home. An hour, you know. Maybe. An hour and a half if you're driving Miss Daisy, but you know, I don't want to get pulled over again. But yeah, so I would definitely agree with Will's advice. Like, definitely try looking in-state, because I feel like you can make home, like, home is where the heart is, honestly. It's not a place. So, yeah. Yeah.
No, I think that was a good podcast.
Well, thanks for joining, Will. I can't believe we fit this into my 6-day excursion home.
I'm really shocked. We're kind of on a time crunch. Like,
yeah.
The place we're recording is closing, but the fact that we still talked for 48 minutes without like dying laughing at one point was kind of crazy.
We did pretty good, not gonna lie, because honestly this is actually, no matter where he falls inside the podcast episode lineup, he was my first guest. So
we'll dive into more guest journeys and experiences in future episodes. But for now, wherever you're listening from, whether you're driving, walking, or laying in bed, I want you to reflect on this. What version of yourself are you choosing to step into right now? As I wrap up this episode of The Will to Be, I'll leave you with this. Stop shrinking to fit in when you were meant to stand out. You are the only person who gets to live your life in your voice on your terms. The hardest part is being your own cheerleader, especially when no one else sees the vision yet. But keep cheering anyway. Keep showing up anyway. Every day is another opportunity to become. And if there's one thing I hope you take away from this conversation, is that being your genuine self matters, even when it's not the popular move, especially then. That's a wrap for this episode of the Collegiate Chronicle. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you got a good laugh, learned something new, or maybe just felt a little more prepared for whatever college throws your way. If you enjoyed today's show, don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. Got a wild college story or a topic you want us to dive into? Hit us up on social media or drop us a message. We might just feature it next time. Until then, stay safe, have fun, and remember, college is as much about the journey as it is about the destination. Catch you next time!